Hello Mersey beet lovers, how are we doing? Today we're going to be planting up some stuff for autumn, and we've got a few things, probably garlic and some seeds we actually found. The other week we were out on a country walk, and we were out in the country, and there were these there's a farmer sowing seeds. He had a little seed hopper at the back of his tractor, and anyway, some of the seeds spilled onto the pathway, and we happened to pick it up, and here it is. You see that? I've done a little internet search on it. Apparently it's something called red barley or red wheat, and it's kind of like overwintering wheat. Now, you know, I mean, there's not much there to make a loaf from the harvest, but what we're going to do is we had a piece of land set aside for doing some fallow. We're just going to leave it fallow, but we thought, we've got these seeds, so let's plant them and see what happens. Maybe we can grind them to make bread, or maybe we can just put the wheat into stews and broths and things like that. I don't know, have you ever tried planting wheat? Have you had any success? What's it like? I mean, on a small allotment I can't see that you'd get much out of it, but for overwintering we'll give it a try, shall we? So let's see what happens. So Catherine's in the cold greenhouse at the moment, and you're planting some stuff up for winter, aren't you, Catherine?
Well, what we're doing is we're doing a little trial experiment, aren't we? We grew some garlic and also some elephant garlic.
Yes.
We've grown quite a while for the last few years.
Yes.
And we're going to try summer bulbs over winter in here.
Right.
So just get a little bit of shelter.
Okay.
But you know, I don't think there's really that big a thing about getting specialised garlic bulbs for planting. I think you can grow bulbs from your summers or your winters and get them in, or even try shop bulbs.
Supermarket, yeah.
Supermarket bulbs. Maybe get
It's
some.
worth a try, isn't it?
Get some processed garlic.
Yeah.
And then get some shop garlic or some from last year.
Right.
And just try it.
Right.
And see what yields you get. It's all about trial and error, like I've said before, and experimentation.
It's a good idea. So where are you putting these then, these garlic?
Well, we're going to put them in this part of the greenhouse here,
Right.
which we've just prepared.
Oh, I see.
We've got spring onions coming up there.
Yes.
We've got chicory here.
Yep.
The grapes have been cut back at the back, but we've got a fair amount of bulbs.
From last year's harvest?
These are from the autumn harvest, yeah.
Yeah.
2019.
Mm.
And we've got a little bit of space here where I'm going to put the rest of them.
Lovely.
And
see how they go.
let's see how they go.
It's worth a trial. Well, I'm going to get on planting these
You're
wheat.
doing the red wheat?
I'm going to do the wheat and see what happens.
Yeah.
We found it on a footpath, didn't we?
Collected all the seeds,
Yeah,
didn't we?
yeah.
Because he was planting them at the time.
Yeah.
He
was just sowing them. It was only 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Something like
Yeah,
that.
it was
So
great, wasn't it?
we'll get them in and see what happens. It's an experiment, isn't it?
And I think I don't know, what did they grow to about 4 or 5 foot high?
Something like that.
But they're very decorative as well. Because
yeah.
even if you don't use them in food,
They're just lovely to have on your plot,
I don't think you'd
aren't
have
they?
enough to make bread.
No.
You don't know. You
But
might be
it's just a fun thing to do over winter.
Yeah.
We've got a piece of land, so we might as well.
Well, they'd be
Nothing
lovely in
ventured,
there.
nothing gained. Okay.
Good
So
luck.
we'll be back. It's a good idea when you're planting is to have some food, plant food, and just sprinkle it on. Even overwintering crops need feeding, even though they grow very slowly. And we got this this plant food from I think it was B&Q. There you go. 50p, a big bag of universal plant food, and it just comes in like a granular form like that. We just put handfuls on as we plant our overwintering crops. Just make sure they've got enough feed for the winter season. So I've raked over this land here, and it's got quite fresh manure on it. And I've just taken some weeds out and stuff, some grasses, couch grass and stuff like that. And what I'll do now is, just for safe measure, I'll put a few handfuls of this feed down. I'm just going to broadcast the seeds on the surface and perhaps rake them in. It should be rich enough, this soil, but I don't know how rich wheat has to be. But I know the farmers seem to use a lot of manure on the fields when they do this stuff. So now I don't know whether this is F1 hybrid or it's GM modified corn, or what it is. We don't know, but we'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. So I'm gonna do that. I'll just put the camera down and do a little time lapse, I think, on this. So that's it. The pigeons fancy having a bit of a go at it. I won't bother watering it because it's wet enough on the ground. Okay, that was nice and easy. Let me know if you've ever grown wheat on your plot before. I mean, it's not something we'd normally do, but you know, we just saw these and thought, well, give it a try. So we'll see what happens. If it grows, we'll let you know. You'll see it here first on Mersey Beat channel. If you enjoyed this video, then give it the thumbs up. Press the bell for notifications and subscribe to the channel for more of these superb, fantastic videos from the Mersey Beat channel here in Liverpool. So see you soon, and keep happy gardening.